crazy. I don't know what that means. All the confusion doesn't help 2K's false info. Preach it, L. All the confusion doesn't help 2K's false info makes things more complicated for him. Exactly. People are already saying, like, are trying to imply that he's doing this or he's doing that or he has his people digging and doing this information, when that is not it at all. That's not it at all. Yeah. Now this, I'll be honest, listen, I'm not a Ruby fan, but this I don't think really has anything to do with Ruby. I still have no idea. Okay, well, let's just dive in, because I really don't understand, and I'm hoping maybe some of you guys will help me to understand. I think that should be built. They baiting, they want him to slip up so bad, but 2K's smarter than that. Yeah, 2K's a very smart man. So, okay, so this is what happened last night. There was a live held, and in that live, hey, pretty jacket, or Jackie, in that live, someone said that they knew for a fact that Santos was in Dallas. For a fact. Because they had received a picture of Santos at the Dallas airport. This person said that they shops. This person said that they fly out of Dallas all of the time, or they use the Dallas airport all the time, so they know for a fact it was the Dallas airport. So I guess they were talking about that. I wasn't in there. Shelves. And then obviously when information like that comes out, right, people instantly go to, no, 2K's not going to get a PI. He does not need to get a PI. That would be the worst thing to do. And Santos is not in Dallas. Okay, I'm going to stay out of comments for a second so I can get all my thoughts out, right? But when information like that comes out, people instantly message 2K and Mama 2K all the time, the minute they have information, right? And so, of course, they're like, wait, hold up. Why is he here? I'm assuming, right? And so apparently Mama 2K went into said person's live and said, hey, I heard you have a picture of him in Dallas. I would like said picture. And said picture then disappeared and was not able to be retrieved. So people were kind of up in arms about the entire thing, and things weren't adding up. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, like just thinking, first of all, again, we're just going to say somebody sent said person the picture, right? I don't know why that person would then go live instead of getting that information to 2K and Mama 2K. That would be the first thing. One. Two, I'm not one who's big on numbers or platforms or whatever. But there's a few people, when you talk about anything to do with, you know, the whole 2K and Bree thing, or trying to get information, if you need to get information to 2K or Mama 2K, whatever, there's a few people that come to mind that I would think people would think of to reach out to. And somebody just starting out with going live would probably not be that person, right? I would think that, you know, they would probably reach out to Shelby. Shelby has good contact. Me, T-Junkie, Lainey maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think of some other people that really do a lot of stuff and have been following them for a long amount of time. So I didn't grasp. Yeah, exactly. Mop, Chris, Swag, right? Why would anybody go to somebody that is brand new at just starting to going live and whatnot, just kind of building their following? And I think she'll do a great job building her following and going, right? So that didn't make a lot of sense to me. But then to not be able to produce said picture and get them all riled up is really fucked up. Yeah, that's just not a That is not a it's not a good look, and it's really frustrating, and it's really upsetting to them. And again, it makes people are already thinking, you know, I think someone said in here that he needs to hire a PI, but those things we have to stop saying. Right? He does not need, hey Beth, he does not need to hire a PI. There's absolutely zero reason for that. Again, the reason why there's no reason for that is if she's going to have Santos around, they're going to mess up. They're going to tell on themselves by putting it out there on the interwebs. They can't keep anything a secret. So it's going to happen. But he has to allow her to be a parent during this week. He has to allow it. He can't interfere. Hey, matey! That's so cute. Thank you, love. Oh my God. He has to allow her to parent during this week. And if it was ever to come out into the courts that he was doing anything to interfere with her parenting time, that would really mess things up for him. So he would not do that. He absolutely positively would not do that. I just cannot see him doing that. And I don't know why people are making stories up about doing that, you know? So, I don't know. But that was that on that. I don't want to say because I think her and Angie are friends. Who? Honey, if you're, listen, friends and no friends. If you're speaking the truth, it can be said. Okay? I don't know, Miranda, I don't know who, what the question was. But again, it's all about truth and facts over here. She's the one that messes. Right. What did I miss? I'm late as always. Oh, what am I going to do with you? It's so cruel because, Heather was on another, oh, I think was another one to not take accountability for what she said and did. Yeah, I think if that, you know, she would have taken accountability for it, and I think things could have been, you know, would have come out differently. I don't know. And again, even just the delivery, if it was, instead of saying, I know for a fact, I have proof for a fact, I have a picture for a fact. But you don't have it. If you don't have that in your hand, ready, available to show, you should never say that. Give me a second. Let me turn this off real fast. Backing up. Hold on. Okay. So yeah. Oh, listen, Linda, are you feeling better? Listen, Linda, you better get some rest this weekend. She was blaming the chat. Wait, blaming the chat for what? Listen, Linda, you go get some rest, love. You don't worry about this over here. We got it. I want you to be okay, feel better. Go get some rest. Go woosah. And if you need me, you know how to get in touch with me. Wait, I'm confused on where the chat came into. How was it the chat's fault? 1. And 2, how can you blame your chat for something that you did or said? I feel like when you have a platform or you choose to go live on your page, right? And if the chat's doing something and you don't reel them in. Now, granted, sometimes it's hard, especially when you get more viewers, it gets difficult to do that. But you still have to take ownership because it's your page. You have to be able to control that. I can always count on Jen. Jen comes in. Heather lied, period. She had to know it was going to blow up in her face. I would think so. I guess. Listen, thank you so much, PD, for all the gifts, love. You're so sweet. My mind works in a really crazy way. Things have to make logical sense for my mind to grasp things, right? If it doesn't make sense, I'm never going to get it, and I'm going to raffle with it in my brain, right? That's why I don't watch a lot of like just crazy movies, anime, any of that stuff, because that's not real life. I cannot think of a positive that was going to come from said situation. And let's just say that she really did get a picture. Let's say somebody really legitimately sent her the picture, okay? And then it disappeared. We're going to pretend that happened. Why go live with it? Why go live and say, I have this? What was there to gain from that? That's what I don't understand. We literally told her over and over, get off live and message Mama 2K. She didn't want to get off. Yikes. They just need to co-parent and stop all this nonsense. Well, this isn't them, Taz. This has nothing to do with actually either one of them this time. This has, for the first of this, has nothing to do with Bree or 2K. Neither one of them being petty. They are clear of all charges right here. Pretty Jackie, thank you, love. Yeah, this has nothing to do with them. No, I do hope that. I truly do hope that. I do hope. You guys know. If you guys follow me, you guys know. I am huge on positive co-parenting, and I truly hope that they can get to that point. The fact that he bought her that most adorable little locket with his hair, no one talks about that. I said that yesterday. I'm like, it's funny how nobody wants to talk about how, you know, he bought her this locket for the hair. But want to talk about the haircut. You guys, no one really knows if she's pregnant. None of us were there. We don't know. I get that question. If I had $1 every time I got asked if Bree was pregnant, I would be one rich mother chucker. Yeah, we don't know. Today she said she can drink, so definitely not pregnant. Well, okay, no. That's implying that you think that she won't drink if her ego is prego. But yeah, I don't think that she is. I've said that from the very beginning. I will believe it when she pops out with a bear bump. Susan, thank you, love. I will believe when she pops out with a bear bump or she's in the hospital giving birth. That is when I will believe that. That's it. Aww, Bethy Pooh. Of course, love. Yeah, until then, I don't know. Yeah, you can buy a bump, but when she was pregnant with W, she was in bikinis and had but you can tell. Listen, you can buy a bump and you can wear underneath like a dress or something, but if I'm talking about like in a bikini, she's in California, they can wear bikinis year round. When there's an actual birth, I'll believe it. Exactly. So until then, we don't know. She could have been, she could not have been, she could try again. Again, how my mind works though, I don't grasp the concept of lying. What did she have to gain by telling, I have one hair, by telling the court she was pregnant? What was there for her to gain from that? Just like I don't understand what was there to gain by saying that there was a picture of Santos at an airport. I can't see anything there is to gain. So my mind is still stuck on stupid. I cannot figure it out. Oh, you're saying, so you think she said she was pregnant because she thought it would have helped her, like, to have visitation in California and or for Santos to be around. But that only lasts so long. Like, you're not pregnant forever, and eventually you show. Now, granted, she's small, so she may not have shown for several more months. But, I mean, that wasn't going to last forever. If Bree doesn't have the table runner on with the bump she's fitting. Principal, stop it! Don't make me send you to the office. Oh my gosh. She claims she didn't have a bump till 7 months. Listen, and that's possible. I was the same way. Listen, I was not always a chunk, okay? I used to be extremely skinny. I am 5 foot. I remember I was 7 months pregnant. Actually, I was admitted into the hospital for about 5 days when I was pregnant with Trey because I'd only gained 1 pound in about 7 months. So they put me in the hospital and put me on a really high calorie diet for whatever reason. And I'll never forget, Robert and I woke up one day. I was about 7.5 months pregnant, and all of a sudden, pop! Like, it just like popped out there. But up until then, you would have never known I was pregnant. I was skinny as can be. Flat stomach, bikinis, the whole nine. It just popped up one day. So when you're, sometimes, depending on where they sit, they lay in the back, whatever. I stayed very small with most of my pregnancies. Probably so they assume she doesn't need the rug testing. But even that, we still rug test all the time for pregnancies. You know, when you're on rugs, you're not always thinking about, God dang it. You're not thinking about the fetus inside of you, you know. That's not always your first thought. I followed Bree for like 3 years. She was showing at like 5 to 6 months. Yeah, and typically you will show a little bit earlier with second, third, fourth. She just wanted sympathy, point blank, period. Love it. Sophia, right to the point. I appreciate it. Thank you. My mind is settled. Bethy Poo, thank you. Those, that thing reminds me of those, are they called conversation or confetti hearts for, not Halloween, Valentine's Day? Yeah, Mom, Nana Banana. Oh my God, I love it. I love the name. Some people you just stay small. Conversation. Thank you. Those conversation hearts. That's what that reminds me of. I know, America. I hate it. It's stressed me out. I feel like matey. What is with the pirates? Oh my God, that's so cute. I hate my hair down. I feel like I have one strand of hair going across my face, and I mean, I know I do because I can feel it, but I can't find it. I hate my hair down. I absolutely hate it. My daughter-in-law was with me when I got my hair cut. She's been in the family for 7 years. That was the first time she ever saw my hair down. She's like, oh my God, I had no idea Mom's hair was so long. My hair's never down. The Pirate OSS, your live goal. Oh, okay. Oh, so that's how I'll know what my live goal is if you guys send me things like multiple times, then I'll know that's my live goal. I'm picking up what y'all are putting down. I didn't know I was pregnant with my second child till... What the hell is that? The fuck? No. It scared me. Sorry. I know I was pregnant with my second till 7 months because I didn't gain any weight. Yeah, I didn't find out with Jasmine until I was like 5.5 months. It just happens. Bree seems so uncomfy with W. She does. And he seems uncomfy with her, but I feel like maybe they're starting to catch the rhythm. Right? They're starting to get it. I pray that with Ruby there, her focus is now not going to be on Ruby and just girls time, because before her focus has had to be on W, and I pray that it stays that way. But I really want more than anything. I know a lot of people think I just absolutely despise the girl. I don't. I want her to get help, and I want her to be a great mom. That's all I want from her. And sometimes you need a little bit of tough love to get you there. Hate me now, love me later type situation. I don't know. Beth, thank you, love. Oh my gosh, you guys and the butterflies. I'm very curious why she only has him in diapers. If he's sick, she should. Well, Sophia, okay, my hair's about to go off. I was wondering the same thing. Now, if you remember, the last time she had him in Dallas, he was really sick, and she only had him in diapers then as well, and was wrapped up in the Winnie the Pooh blanket, and I always make a note to say that. Well, today I saw a Snapchat that she had to go buy clothes because she said she got them confused, and she bought him all 12-month clothes, so none of the clothes fit him. You talk about being that detached as a parent. I don't care if you don't have custody of your kid or not. I have given her so many ideas. even if you don't have custody of your child and there is no child support order, there is zero reason at all every single month she is not sending him a box of stuff, or weekly, or whatever, right? They have a phone call once a week. I think it's on Wednesday. It's in the order that they're supposed to have a 1 hour or whatever it is. I don't know, some phone call, FaceTime on Wednesdays. I gave her an idea. Every Wednesday or Tuesday, whatever, before your visit, have a new toy delivered. So that's something that you guys can do together. Have him, buy him a book that has you reading the book. Have him with a teddy bear that he can squeeze that has your voice saying something, so he's always attaching, he's not forgetting your voice. Have him in, send him an outfit, something, so that you're able to see. He knows, because John's always going to tell him, and he has shown us that. He's shown that with his birthday, with Easter, with Christmas, whatever she has sent, he has given him and said, this is from mom. He's always combined it all together. So why not do that? The fact that your child is 1.5 years old and you don't know what size clothes he is in is crazy. And he's in a 2T, by the way. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm sorry about last night. I had no clue. Oh, honey, we know. Principal, we know, love. That was nothing, nothing to do with you. You are good, love. How do we all know what size he is, but she doesn't? It's good. Probably because a lot of us, is that it? If that was not the hair that's on my nose, my hair's going up. Probably because a lot of us send him stuff through the P.O. box. We pay attention. I don't know. I have no idea. And how do you get 12 months? First you said, well, I'm dyslexic, and I got him 12 months instead of 24. What? That's not a dyslexia issue. What? I mean, that's just common sense that you wouldn't buy. And W is a big baby. It is a big baby. So why would you buy him 12-month clothes? Anyways, I'll just source him. Those are great ideas. Oh, thank you, love. I wish that she listens to all the crap that I talk about her. I wish she would listen to the good points that I give her, because I think it'd be a great idea. I saw somebody asked on Snapchat, somebody asked her a question. Are you guys having like nightly FaceTime calls so that he can talk to his dad and his grandma? I'm sure he must be missing him. She says, no, we don't do that yet. He's not really up to FaceTime, or he doesn't understand FaceTime. Bullshit. I could FaceTime my granddaughter that's a month younger than her right now and have a full conversation. She will take me around the house and show me everything, even though I just was with her all day. They absolutely understand. And even if you're not able to have like a legit conversation, set the phone up. Just watch them play, watch them talk. I think I told you guys before, when my daughter lived out of state, once a week, every Wednesday, I would have DoorDash deliver my granddaughter lunch. She got to pick what she wanted for lunch. I ordered the same thing for myself. So I had one go to Arizona, one come to me. And she would set up her little iPad, I would set up my iPad, and we would sit there and we would have lunch together and just talk. And that was our special thing. Those things are important. It's all about building and keeping that communication. Not doing that, you're missing out on, you're going 3 weeks without him seeing your face or hearing your voice. That's terrible. If he was to see your face, hear your voice, hear you sing to him, talk to him, read him a book, get him to laugh and giggle, when he saw you in person, he wouldn't be like, who are you? What are we? You know what I'm saying? It's imperative. But she FaceTimed and saw his feet, right? That's important. I FaceTime my 8-month-old nephew, and he reacts the same. Exactly. Just today, my oldest daughter, Jazz, FaceTimed my youngest daughter, Tay. Now, one has Jordy, and the other one has B-Ray. And Jordy was looking for B-Ray, so Tay called him in, and Ava walked in and was like, and Brandon's like, Jordy! Beth, happy Friday. Thank you, love. The kids even get it. Like, it's just important to do. It's just important to do. I don't know. Is she allowed to be drinking while with W? I saw a video where she had a bottle of wine in the back. No. Unless they changed the order, which I don't believe. I'm sure I would have remembered that. But there is no drinking or using any type of substance while you are in parental control, and 12 hours prior to taking parental control for drinking, and 24 hours for substances, I believe. She was drinking at the pool with him. If you guys have verification of that, I mean, those are important things, like to take snapshots of whatnot, and get those, you know, have those sent. I'm sure John knows about that. But again, it's always important, is if we can verify it, we have to be able to know for sure that's what it is and verify it. Because if they just come up with a bunch of frivolous stuff, again, it's going to look like he's not allowing her to have parenting time when he is. It's probably, I can't even imagine. You guys think about it, right? She sees him 2 hours a day, 5 days a month for the last 4 or 5 months. No overnights, nothing. That baby has been with John and Jen since he was 6 months old. And now he has to spend an entire week away from them. A week to a 1-year-old is like a lifetime. That is crazy. People didn't realize she's rage baiting. She's doing everything she can to keep people talking. Yeah, I fully agree with you. I have a feeling it's going to end up backfiring on her. Yeah, first thing I noticed was glazed over eyes on the way to Target. I didn't even notice that. She's trying to act like she's still pregnant, so she's not going to do it in view. Oh, I thought someone else just said that she wasn't. Listen, again, the pregnancy thing, I have no idea. I can't believe they have her. Wait, I can't believe they. Oh, I think you mean gave her that much time. So, April, I talked about that yesterday. This is my thought process. I don't know. Not the judge. And again, I don't work in California. But I truly have a feeling that the judge was at a point of like, okay, listen. You keep saying you're ready. You keep saying you want more parenting time. You want unsupervised. You want overnights. I gave you an opportunity. Obviously, the judge isn't saying this out loud, but probably thinking in the head, right? You want overnights, you want to do all this stuff. I gave you an opportunity. I told you to go to a minimum of 6 hours a week. 6 hours a day. Max is 10 hours a day because that's all the facility could do. And you dropped it down to 2 hours a week. So you know what we're going to do? Show me you can be a parent. You get him unsupervised for that full 7 days. Your 1 week, you get him unsupervised for the amount of time that you want. Show me you can truly be a parent. We're going to come back in January and we're going to see how it goes. That's what I think. I think that it's a female judge. I think the female judge is almost, in a sense, here's the rope. Show me what you can do. I agree, Danielle. I absolutely agree. Kind of dangerous for the judge to do. But I've seen it happen so many times. When they can't get you in anything else, right? Because she was following the rules on everything else. She was following the rules. Even though it was only the 2 hours a day. And now, mind you guys, for these 7 days, she does not have to keep him the entire 7 days. She can say at any time, well, she has to give him 24 hours notice. I'm not going to keep him this night. Or, whatever. I only want him this amount of time. She could cut it short, whatever the case may be. Yeah, then come January, we will see what happens. Surprised Ruby is able to be around. Kelly, I'm surprised with that as well. I'm sure that will come up if it hasn't already. Even if she has, my understanding, I thought she had an open CPS case. My understanding is closed. I don't know. I don't have any verification of that. But typically, even if you have you know, recent CPS involvement, you would not be able to be around a child in this situation. So that's shocking to me. I didn't see that. Oh, stop muting just because people have a difference of opinion. Oh, please hold on. The one I seen was not being disrespectful. Yeah, please don't. You guys, we are all about, everyone has free speech in here. As long as they're being respectful, let's not mute people because they have a difference of opinion. I want to have these conversations. These conversations are important to have. Absolutely. So we're not going to mute. I've not been on much today. Has it been confirmed if Sandy tells it? He is not in Dallas that I know of. He was not at, there's no picture was provided. He was at the Dallas airport, basically. Her prior order said, no, only with a feeling recorded can be around W. Wait, what, love? Her prior order said, no, only with a feeling record can, I don't know. Maybe that, I don't know what you mean by that. Can you talk about what happened last night? Courtney, what are you referring to, love? Are you talking about the photo? Is that what you're talking about? Hold on. I can't see a thing if you answer. I just know I have a hair, so I do. Uh-oh, hold on. Did I find it? Problem is I can't see. Oh, there we go. Got it. I can't see with my glasses off to see it, but I could feel the hair. I knew it was in my glasses somewhere. Would Uber have to have a car seat like everyone else? Yes. Okay. So I'll go over one more time for everyone else that just came in. That, honey, that is why I always have my hair up, is because I cannot stand my hair to be in my face. It drives me absolutely insane. Okay, so, and then after this, I'm gonna stop talking about it. And the only reason why I'm even talking about it is because I've got well over 100 between DMs, comments, emails, whatnot. This is the only reason why I'm even discussing it, or else I wouldn't be discussing it. Yeah, you can. If you want to come up, I'll do my part, and then because you were in there, you know a whole lot more, so you can come in. I also want to make sure we clearly understand. Principal was in that live. She had nothing to do with any of this at all. Okay, so she'll come up. I'm gonna tell you guys on my side what I got from it, and then she's gonna explain the rest of, you know, what happened over there. So, Heather went live yesterday and said that, well, first of all, let me back up a little bit, because she did a video first and she implied, in a sense, well, yeah, I don't ever not like somebody because of something they did. And nor would I ever tell anybody to not, you know, oh, you guys better don't like, I would never, ever, start a hate campaign. You guys like who you guys like. But yesterday she did a video that basically said, there's some stuff that's happening and going on that we need to talk about. I was in a live yesterday, I was trying to explain it, and I basically got ignored. That was my live. I did not ignore her. I was trying to find something that I was looking for. She was trying to tell me what order it was on. It was the DVRO. I said, yes, I know, but the way it was sent to me in like 6 different emails, and all the pages were out of whack. So I wasn't ignoring her, right? So anyways, so she goes live and I was listening, and she says, I want you guys to know that, I just want to come on and basically let you guys know that Santos is in Dallas for sure. He's definitely in Dallas, and I was sent a picture of him at the Dallas airport. I know it's the Dallas airport because I travel through there often, or something along those lines, and so I know it was the Dallas airport, so he's definitely in Dallas. When she said that, my first thought was, why would you take that on live? Like, why not? Hopefully she's already sent that to Jen or to John, because that's where it should go. I don't know why we would take that here. But nonetheless, then they were kind of going back and forth a little bit. And then I heard somebody ask about the picture and tone kind of changed, and then I had to go do something else, and so I left. And then I'll let principal tell you more about it, because that's truly all I know. I just know after that I got blown up because everyone's like, if there's a picture, I know you have it. It would have been sent to you. There's no picture. I didn't get a picture. But principal,
Yeah. Okay. So, her and I have been having conversations about coming up and just like everybody's saying, John needs to do this, John needs to do that, and da 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 da. And we're like, let's go on and like tell people how it would reflect. Like the PI thing has been everywhere. Like, no, he shouldn't hire a PI because that's going to reflect poorly on him.
absolutely.
And if she's going to make a mistake, then let her make it because that's the only way that the mistake is going to get corrected or punished. She'd be punished for it or whatever. If you intervene, it's not going to happen and the courts aren't going to do anything about it.
Right.
So we had been talking about that and just this whole case. And I was like, well, she's like, I might go live tonight and, talk about it. I was like, yeah, absolutely. I was like, I'll come live with you or whatever. So, I don't even know how long she was live for before I came and got in the box. Um, and I saw a couple comments here and there asking about a picture or whatever, and I was clueless. I knew nothing about a picture. And to be honest, um, when I'm talking, I don't look. When I'm live and I'm talking, I don't read the comments at that point in time because then I get distracted. I'm like Angie. Like, and
Yeah.
then I get all thrown off. And I'm a talker, so that's why I try not to do that. So, my friend Frank came in the live and I, saw him come in and I told him hi and his name's Soldier Solutions. He's amazing, does a lot for the veterans and stuff. And he travels around and does all kinds of shows. He has a clothing store, like he does shirts and stuff, and that's how he supports the veterans. Well, he just told me to go look at his last video because his setup at this thing is right next to the turning point. So that was really cool. So I showed the video and I come back down and it wasn't long. I saw Mama 2K come in and I didn't announce it. I saw it and some people don't like that kind of attention. Well, somebody in the chat said, "Is Mama 2K in here?" And she said, "Yes, I am." And I was like, "Man, girl, I want to be like your sisters so I can be John's aunt. Like you guys are great, blah blah blah." And the next thing she said is she's like, "I'm here for the picture." And I'm like sitting there like, "What picture? What picture does everybody keep talking?" I didn't say that, but I'm sitting there thinking.
Yeah.
And then Heather was like, "I don't know how to do it. It's in this phone. I can't get to it or whatever." And I was like, "Well, I can drop out. Like, we can end it and you can do what you can do and send it back." I was like, you know, and then I think I'm the one that said, like, how would she send it to you? Like, and I got my other phone and I went and looked to see if maybe her email was in our bio or something. So I was doing all that and not reading every single comment. I was obviously distracted. And OK was nice enough. Thank you, OK. And she DM'd me the email address and then I forwarded it to Heather. But everybody was in there and they kept saying, "Let's see it. I want to see this picture." And she couldn't produce the picture. Something happened to it. And then everything, thank you, started going haywire. And here I am, triggered AF and feeling like crap, only imagining how Mama and John were feeling in that point. And to be honest, I had a really rough night about it and day. I was baby winner once upon a time, and I also had to fight in a 12-year long custody battle for my oldest child. So, my opinion is I don't know if there is a picture or not. Um, but I know that if there was not, that's about as low as you can go in one of these situations.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I don't know. I knew nothing about it. Nothing about it. And Heather called me after, and we had some conversation, and when she said she couldn't find it or whatever, I told her that she should probably still email mama. So, but guys, I swear, I promise, I don't have the picture. I never seen the picture. I I
I
don't.
think, yeah. I truly, truly believe that everybody knows that perfect. That no, I don't think no one has come to me and has mentioned your name. Like I said, I received well over 100 messages asking about it, and not one of them said Heather and perfect. Right. So I just want you to know that I truly believe that no one thinks that you're involved in that in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And I know that that is a huge stress for you. So just
Yeah.
know that we're
And
no one's thinking that.
she said about it before I ever even came in.
Yeah.
So I think she did misspeak. Like she said it come out as an accident. Like, how do you know he's in Dallas? And she's like, because I know for a fact that he is. And they're like, how do you know? And she's like, because I have a picture.
Thank
And
you.
then she was thinking to herself, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. And
Yeah.
that's when everybody started pouring in because they're like, where's this picture?
Right.
So that's just kind of where it's at. So there's not really anything more to say about it, guys, other than that. Like there's no tea, there's no like big scandal or anything crazy. It's just something that I just don't know. Well, life jacket or floaties, but I I know there was a couple of you in here last night. Like I said, I wasn't looking at the comments a lot. I'm reading through them a little bit now. Also said she has inside intel. I don't know. I don't know that. To be honest, I don't remember her saying it because it got to the point when Mama 2K come in and Heather didn't produce that picture and everybody was on it. Like there was ringing in my ears. I got physically ill, you guys.
Again, Principal is a lot like me in the aspect that we don't talk about it or even bring it here until after all verification has been verified. We physically have copy in hand or up on up on the computer or the iPad, the phone, whatever the case may be. And most importantly, the last thing, at least we would ever want to do is have them have to find out through the internet. Let's not forget, you guys, that's how John also found out that baby W was in Texas when he was supposed to be in California. In California when he was supposed to be in Texas, he found out through TikTok. That's crazy. So any of that information should always go to them first and foremost and should never even be leaked onto the internet until after we know all of that is verified. They have done whatever it is that they need to do and then, come back. So thank you, love. So no, none of us knew anything about it. It was a very crazy situation. I still have no clue what the purpose of it was, but
Either I was taken back. I was definitely taken back
no, Shelly.
whenever it wasn't there.
At least not that I know of. Shelly says, has Heather said anything else since any accountability? Not that I've seen, but again, I'm not on all day, and so if someone else could.
I She got in today because I got in Kaylee's live earlier today. I was scrolling through and noticed that people were talking about it, and I'm like, well, okay, because um I had reached out to Angie earlier before I got in that live. So she knew I was torn. And whenever I heard it, because I got contacted maybe 10 minutes after all hell broke loose and heard that it was already on Reddit. I have never used my platform for anything negative, nothing like that. Anything I've done has been paying it forward and helping people in any way that I can. So
Yes, Texas girl.
the drama I try to stay away from, but she called me a few minutes after ending the live, said that the picture was gone. That the user that sent it to her must have had a change of heart or heard her speaking about it on the internet and blocked and deleted it. So the picture was no longer there, and she feels like she should have taken a screenshot. But then she said that she contacted TikTok and tried to figure out how to recover the picture, and they said that it couldn't be recovered. Um, I don't know, Kelly. I I don't know.
I do want to read this really fast. Sorry. Beth says, I was there and perfectly was trying every way possible to get her to get off and send the picture. So I want to make sure we read that too, because again, I want to make sure everybody knows she principal had no. I call her principal because she's the principal over here. Principal had nothing to do with this situation. Yeah, I was Jen when she said that I was like, wait. It says no one gets an answer from TikTok like that. I was like, how did that happen? Like,
Yeah.
I wish I was able to get a response from TikTok that quickly, like about anything. I need the inside scoop on that.
Yeah.
So it sounds like she did go up. So she went up on Kaylee's. Oh yeah, she was up on Kaylee's day, but then she exited real quick, right?
Yeah, because I like went in, and if anybody that was in there that saw me and Kaylee's, I went in hot. I was not cool, calm, and collected about it because I'm like, this is my name as well. Like my, and I'm not doing this. Like I didn't do it before. I'm not about to start it now. I'm about to be 47 years old, and this is bullshit, and it's a situation that I have been through. So, thanks, Beth. I was. So, um, I got up into the point in Kaylee's live of Heather calling me when we got off last night. And then Heather came up and she said her piece. And that was pretty much it in Kaylee's. But um, other than that, no. And like I said, she had a few choice words last night. She was very frustrated because the people that was coming in and demanding that she send them the picture are people that she follows and supports but don't go and support her or follow her. So she was upset about that and said that she wouldn't send a picture to somebody that doesn't support her. Which, at the end of the day, like, that seems logical to me. That part seems logical. But
Yeah, it absolutely does. But in the same token, it's not just them; it's everybody that was asking for the picture. That picture
right.
was obviously very important, I
Well,
guess, in order
if
to apply to us there.
I'm telling you right now, if I was in John and Jen's shoes and there was somebody saying I got this picture and it meant that I could protect that child, my child, and they were holding it because I never liked one of their videos, I would have went through the screen.
Right. Me too. I'm with you. Oh, so what? Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I think I missed that part. So she's okay. Hold on. So she's saying that John and Jen never supported her page or liked her videos. So why would she? She's saying that about them.
She was saying that about everybody as a whole. Like there's a T page
Oh,
that kept asking for it, and she did not like how pushy that person was at all. So that's
yeah.
really what triggered it. It wasn't like John or Jen, because at the end of the day, I don't give a damn. If I would have had that picture in my hands, in my phone, it got sent to my phone, I would have sent it to a person that I know has a direct line
Right.
with John,
Right.
because it's going to get out there and they can try to authenticate it. And that was the thing that she said too. She didn't want to put it out, number one, because her friend sent it to her and she had to ask her friend's permission first because it was her friend's picture. And then it was, what did she say after that? First it was her friend's picture and she had to ask, and then it was a follower, a random follower she didn't know, a Bella Loco with some numbers after it. And I said, because I asked her, I said, well, give me the screen name. Do you know who sent it to you? Because I will. It needed to be edited. Yeah, there was personal information in it that needed to be edited as well. And I said, well, give me the screen name and I'll look it up and see if I can find her and reach out to her or something. I was like, this picture is going to be everywhere. So it should be popping up soon. Like there's no way that picture was going to be in this universe and it not get back to Jen and John.
Right.
I don't know Miss Scorpios. I didn't really talk to her today. I just saw her briefly in Kaylee's live and that was it.
Thank you, baby daddy. Are you safe? Are you doing good over there playing fucking 90 Day Fiance across the world? So for those of you guys coming in, this is the last time we're gonna say it. Yesterday, Heather stated that she had a picture of Santos in Dallas at the airport. Apparently, that we don't know that picture doesn't exist, but the picture has never been provided. So it was asked for. Good. Keep your ass somewhere safe, please, so you can come home safe, please. God damn. Taken off across country. Anyways, that's on the story. And so that, Mama 2K asked for the picture, and all of a sudden the picture was gone, couldn't be found, etc. I was asked about it a whole bunch, and again, most importantly, I wanted to make sure that we were able to clear Perfect's name, because she was in that live. She had no clue what that live was about, but she was in that live. So when somebody is in a live and something happens or goes haywire, you're automatically connected. And then she's always always over on my live, or she's on panel with me. So people connect to me. That's why people came to me. They're like, oh, well, your friend said this, or do you know anything about it? We figure if there's really a picture, you would probably be the one to have it. We figured you or Shelby would have it. What's going on with it? So that's it. There's really nothing more to it than that. That's legitimately the entire story.
I lived an experience like that. Granted, I was a little bit older than Baby W is, but still, nonetheless, it was very traumatic. And so there's not a lot that triggers me, guys. There is really not. I'm a strong girl with the life that I have lived. So nothing really bothers me, but the last 24 hours I have been bothered. But I wish I could tell you guys more. I wish I could tell you that it exists, and just because people were demanding it is the reason why she's holding it. Or that it was already sent, over and it's just being kept offline because it's nobody's business. I don't know, guys. And if I did know, I would tell you, because that's a piece of evidence that should never be withheld. And so
that would be the best thing to do. If she was just to send it to Mama 2K or to John, nobody else needs to see it. No one else would need to see the picture, but we know that there's not a picture because he wasn't in Dallas. He's doing current snaps with MJ in wherever they're at, Cali or wherever. So
I mean, we're all nosy. We damn sure would want to see it. We're on the internet. This is like 2025 edition of Days of Our Lives. It's real, but yeah, guys, I wish that I could say that there was more to it. Now, there are people out there that are really, really mad and upset by this, and as they should be. It's not okay. If it is not true, it is not okay. And but it wasn't this Heather. It was the other Heather. Casey, she's in here. Casey is the one that Heather pulled up. Heather let Casey in because Casey said, "Let me up. I will. I'll show you how to send it You don't even have to end your live. You can send it right there. Yeah, Casey's right there.
All the Heathers are saying, not me, not me, not me.
Not
Howdy,
it.
brother.
Not it. But yeah, that was all all Heathers to the front and center.
Right.
Well, I'm the first one that's gonna get hit because I'm already collateral damage of this just sitting in that box. So, but like I said, I don't know, and I'm not gonna sit on here and say she's a liar, she did it for this reason, that reason. I don't know. Crazy things happen all the time, so
Thank you, love.
you never know, because shit
Yeah.
does happen, the unexpected, and it seems like something completely off the wall. Because I'm telling you, anytime something like that happens, it generally happens to me. So, um,
I
but
see what
yeah,
you guys. I see what you guys are doing with the gift guide. Hold on just a second, because somebody sent me some in an email that I have to look at. So I'm gonna. I don't know if I pop out if it's gonna pause or you'll be able to keep talking, but I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna forward it. I'll be
are
right
you
back.
going to be able to listen, Angie?
No, I don't think I'll be able to hear. Just give me just 1 second though. Hold on.
I'll do
Ah,
the Santos thing when you come back.
thank you, love. Okay, hold on.
Okay. All right, I can read up on some comments. So, does anybody really have any questions? If you do, you can inbox me. Just make sure I'm following you. Yes, Casey, I agree. And maybe that's why, like, because I know I looked guilty at that point in time too, because I'm like, what the hell's happening? Like, just send the picture.
Okay.
So I had that look of it was honestly disgust and guilt. Like anybody that was in there and saw my face change, that's when it came at me like a ton of bricks. I was like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
I,
Okay, guys.
okay, I got an email. It says, "Hi Angie, I came across this last night. I'm wondering if it's what Heather saw and didn't see a date at first. I hope it's all a misunderstanding." And then it says, "Oh, Santos is really here." It says Dallas, Texas. I mean, I don't even see him, but anyways, here's a picture. But it's from 12/13 of 24.
She told me that the picture was of Santos in the terminal.
Yeah. So I don't know. It very. I mean, I don't know. And again, even if that was it though, why not? You guys, we could spend months going around trying to figure out what picture it was, and trying to figure out why. I truly wished and hoped, because she knows this is a safe space over here. So I was really hoping that she would have came in and explained why or whatnot, because she knows she can come over here and communicate, and she's not going to get blasted or whatever. Everybody makes mistakes, we have differences of opinions, and as long we talk about it, as long as it's done respectfully. So I was truly hoping that that would have happened, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got that.
Okay, guys. I come in a while back, and raise your hand if you remember me saying that I was gonna look into the stolen valor. So I did that with a very high ranking, like, special forces officer. And obviously, our good friend Shelby sent me all the information that I would need immediately, texted straight to my phone, and he was an amazing help. Um, Basically, there is nothing the military will do. People request the FOIA, they get the information, and when they have that paper in their hand, they do basically exactly what All Money did, and they call you out in public and let everybody know that you're a liar. And that's pretty much it. He said he might run into one of them good old boys, one of them soldiers that don't think that it's very funny. His claims are very funny. He said,
Mhm.
then he's probably going to be punished by somebody in the military. But as far as going, picking him up, prosecuting him for it, that won't be done. However, this is where we need all you guys' help. Sock Gang Sleuths, we're like number one for this. So rumor has it that he used the fake ID, the fake military ID, to get licensing and stuff for that food truck. Now, if anybody can dig that up and prove it, that is a federal charge because, members of our military get like certain tax things and get discounts and all that fun stuff. So if he's using that military ID and claiming that he is in the military to do anything that is going to be of financial gain that he has to claim as a US citizen, then we need to get that because that is a federal charge and that is federal prison time.
What was the name of his? Oh wait, hold on.
Lawyer investor. Yeah.
I want to ask you. I want to ask you a question. If you're still in here, Queen Courtroom, just a second though. I want to finish this. What was the name of his food truck again?
I can't remember.
Okay, so we'll have to look that up. And what was the thing you were saying? What was the name of the loan?
If he used his fake military ID to try to get like certain licensing and discounts, tax breaks, etc.,
Yeah.
then that is a federal charge. Then they will prosecute him that way, but it won't be done through the military. It will be done through our federal government.
Got you. Okay. That's what I want to make sure.
There's the catch up on that. So, is there anything else?
Is there really proof he actually owned the food trucks?
See, I don't know. I just heard he got the liquor license from the ID. Okay, well, if that's the case and you have that, Boxer Mom, can you send it to me, please? So, yeah, that's what can that's for us to dig up.
Right.
Yeah, so that's kind of
it's almost like prison justice, right?
yeah,
Like,
but him
we're not going to
sitting
get help, but it'll be the military people that will handle that.
yeah, it's just him sitting there. I mean, it's disgusting and it's rage bait.
Yeah.
But we at least now know that they will not prosecute him for it. He just might get a Marine boot somewhere the sun don't shine.
He needs it.
Yeah.
He needs it. He needs it.
And I'm sorry because I felt really bad and I kind of
Quit apologizing. You didn't do anything, love. Quit apologizing. Stop it.
Okay.
All right. Love you.
Right. I love you guys. Let's carry on.
Yes, carry on. Okay. Wait, where'd she go? Let me see. Is Queen Court? I love how she just disappears. She's poof, be gone. Is she still in here? Queen Court something. I wanted to ask, are you still in here? Because I wanted to ask you a question. Lawyer. Hi, darling. How are ya? Yeah. Oh, Queen K Courtroom. Are you still in here? I would love to ask you a question, if you are. Hi, Case. Delty, hello. Oh, I just have a question. You let me have my fun. You understand? You let me have my fun. You understand? Leave me alone. Hello. Not here? Oh, golly gee willikers. Well, I truly wanted to ask a question. Over here, just in case you're in the bushes and don't want to come out, Over here, we like to have open, respectful dialogue, open, respectful conversations, and communication. That's how things are done. She's a runner. She's a truck star. They was there when I called him out. So, and so wasn't calling on you to bash you to whatever. I simply want to ask a question because some of the videos that I've only seen like 2 videos that you've done, but you stated in one of your videos, well, we can pull some up actually since you left. You stated that it was child AB that 2K a barber. Now I grasp he does not have his PhD in barbiology. Okay, so we'll work on that. But he actually does have his credentials and he is a certified barber. And you said that it was child abuse for him to cut his son's hair. So I was just curious on your take on that. And then the other thing I was curious about, so if that is considered child AB, right, for him to cut his son's hair, being he's the father, right, he has full legal sole custody of his child. Bree has 0 custody. Okay. And 3, he is a barber. I'm curious on your take on what it would be considered if, let's say, I don't know, we'll just say his mom, right? So Bree, when she had baby W in her custody, and baby W was only, you know, under 2 months old. I'm just going to do a range of under 2 months old. And she was so inebriated that she couldn't even take care of the baby and the nanny had already left, or the time where she admitted that she plays in the snow, you know what I'm saying? But only at nighttime when the baby's asleep. What would you consider that? If giving a haircut to your child is such horrible child AB, what would you consider that? What would you consider taking a 4-week-old baby to a state fair and having some random dude just take care of your baby while you do drink after drink after drink, and you once again are completely inebriated and unable to take care of the baby? So I was just curious on a few things, but apparently you left. So darn it. I just wanted to know if there was like different levels of abuse. That's what I was curious about. Just curious. I'm a curious individual. The amount of people so concerned with him cutting his hair is, I agree, as Mexicans shave babies' hair. Right. I've heard that. I did not know that prior to, but I have heard that that is, Beth just loves licking on me. I have heard that in the Mexican culture that after their first birthday or on it, that is a tradition for them to shave their head. And again, they act like he took like a straight razor and just shaved him bald. No, he did a great clean lineup, faded it up the sides. It looks amazing. Even if it looked like shit, it doesn't matter because he's his dad and he did his first haircut. Oh my God, I wanted to just tell you thank you for putting that precious. Thank you, love. You are so welcome. Listen, it is truly my honor. Truly my honor to be able to do it. I'm so thankful to thank you, WP Mama. Shout out to the police department and the CPS offices out there in Michigan. Kudos to them. They worked fast. They took it serious. So shout out to them for sure. It sounds like, I believe the baby is with her mother and twin sister. So anyways, I won't give the that other lady any more clout. I think a lot of what she's doing, the lady I was just talking about, I think she's newer and she's trying to get clout. So I won't say her name or play any of her videos. I was going to. Why do you care so much? I'm curious. There are many people in this situation. And why do I care so much about what? And in what situation, love? I'm happy to answer. Because we were just talking about 2 different. Are you talking about baby J? Or are you talking about baby W? Which one are you talking about? Yeah, in my family, we usually wait till 3 months. We gotta shave the head bald. 3 months. Oh. I think in some Asian cultures too, I've seen that at a young age they shave the head bald. I don't know. if roles were reversed and Bree cut his hair a normal cut, not the mullet, people wouldn't care. No, I think people absolutely would have cared. I absolutely think people would have cared. What is the point here? You're going to call CPS? No, why would I call CPS on Bree, love? Why would I call CPS on Bree? There is zero reason for CPS to be called. Do you think every child, especially with a young couple, should be taken from one parent? I'm assuming you're new here. I don't mean that disrespectfully. Let me explain. And it seems like if you want to come up, you are absolutely welcome to come up for us to have a great conversation. People care whatever they do because they are on TikTok all the time. I'm just asking. So, in the line of work that I've been in for a long time, I like to be able to, if people want it, we'll always provide resources, help, whatever. To me, positive co-parenting is always the best situation. To me, CPS is a very last resort. Even though I've worked in the field for many, many years, 30 years, 31. CPS is a last resort. So no, I do not believe in just taking... First of all, I never call CPS unless it's needed. Now with baby Jay, it was needed. That baby's life was in danger. It was needed. Actions were taken that I'm required by law to do. They were taken, whatnot. In regards to this, there's no reason to call CPS. There's no reason for any of that. However, whatever is happening has nothing with baby W. So we're talking about baby W. Whatever happens with baby W has nothing to do with me or anybody here on TikTok. It all has to do with Bree's actions. The amount of time that she gets with her son is because of Bree's actions, right? They started out, she had full custody, right, for the first couple of months. Then they went to a 50-50 custody. Of her 50-50 custody time, she then gave him 50% of that. So from 4 months on, John had baby W 3 weeks out of the month, and she had him 1 week out of the month. All of that is documented, and it's all on her doing. All of the rug use is on her doing. The drinking is on her doing. The party is on her doing. All of the stuff, putting, the only reason why it was not parental kidnapping is because of a technicality. That's the only reason why it was not parental kidnapping. She took the child out of state without permission twice. I have zero reason to call CPS. And in reality, if you've watched me ever or watched any of my videos, I always say, I will always continue to pray for Bree because all I want for her to do is to get better and to become the mother that baby W deserves. I want her to be in that child's life. Sometimes I feel like I want it more than she wants to be in that child's life. She has to want it. But you asked what we're doing here. We were actually clearing up some nonsense that happened yesterday in somebody else's life. But people come to me and ask because, I don't know why. Because that lady's been in my lives before, whatever. Did I answer your questions? I agree, but she carried him for 9 months. He filed and then he was taken. What she did was not in his... Okay. Just because you carry a child for 9 months does not automatically give you the right to have the child, right? Now, courts, the majority of the time, the court is going to side with the mother, especially if the child is under typically 2, but definitely under the age of 1. So that should tell you all what she's done for the judge to side with the father. And not only that, I think one piece that you're missing, she agreed to it. She agreed to let John have him 3 weeks out of the month and agreed for him to be able to move back to Texas. During that time, she was supposed to get herself better. She was supposed to go to rehab, get some therapy done, that type of stuff. She didn't do any of that. So she went from seeing him all day to then she chose to only do 2 hours a day, 5 out of the 7 days that she was allotted to see him. The judge then said, listen, instead of you doing 2 hours a day, because he's small, he needs more time with you, I want you to do a minimum of 6 hours a day. You can do up to 10 because that's as much as the monitor company will do. You can do up to 10, but I want you to do a minimum of 6 hours a day. At the time she was doing 4, she dropped it down to 2. Right? So everything that she's put out there and what the amount of time she has with her child has nothing to do with anybody besides Bree. Bree is the sole person that has given her the right to the amount of time that she has been able to see him. Her actions have put her into this situation. Has nothing to do with me, Sock Gang, or anybody else that's here on TikTok. You are good, Lizzie. You know you guys never have to apologize for coming in late. Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely come up and have a conversation. Don't forget she had unsupervised 75, 25, and still gave up. Right. She always gave up a good portion of her time. I think, okay, do you see on the bottom? I don't know, because it's, your name is CKN, so I don't know how to say your name. But at the bottom, do you see where the 2 people are? There's like a little pink person and a little blue person. I think you push that and then request. I think. I'm not very good at it myself. Yeah, Jamie, that piece I'll never understand either. Why? I don't know. But I want to make sure I want to say it right. The fact that she needs help with being able to take care of one child is mind-boggling to me. Let me see. There we go. Hello?
Hello. Okay, I'm
Hey.
here.
Okay, how do you say your name though? Because I want to make sure I say it right.
My name is Christina, but it's CKN.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Very
I
chicken,
don't know how to
yeah.
say that.
I've been on here for a lot of years, but yeah, it's Christina.
Okay.
But I mean, I watch everybody in this whole situation, and they're very young. I'm almost 50, so I'm very, outgrown of this situation, but I think there's a huge misconception when it comes to women always winning, and that's, the thing. It is so not true. And I think that when you misspread that information, number one, that's wrong, because women win when it's uncontested, meaning men give custody to the women. So they win the majority of the time, because men, when they get divorced, they don't want the children. So when it's contested, they will win 60% of the time. Men will win outside of women. So when you say that the fact that she lost, it makes it look like a mom, if she loses, they must be a really shitty mother, and I think, I watch Bree and I watch 2K. I think they both have their issues, both of them. I think if I had to guess, Bree's biggest issue was when he was taken and she didn't know what to do. Because most of the stuff that she did was outside of where he, was. I mean, he was with 2K. And I think, I don't know. I just think the biggest thing that I have is women don't win the majority of the time. And
so let me go back though, because you said that I misrepresented something, or that I'm putting false information out there, and I want to clear that
up. Earlier, you said the fact that he won, or I can't remember exactly.
I'm going to tell you exactly what I said. I said typically judges or courts do not like to take a newborn child or a child under the age of 1 away from the mother if they don't have to, right? Especially if they're breastfeeding, that type of stuff. Typically, they will try, if they can, they will try to keep the child with the mother the majority of the time. However, in situations to where that's not an option, or they go to do 50-50, which is what they did, then that is where the split will come in. See, at first it wasn't really, she had kind of contested him wanting 50-50 custody. She said she wasn't going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Then they ended up agreeing upon 50-50 custody. But with that 50-50 custody, she then gave him half of her time. So she
Right.
gave him an extra week of her time to go out and party.
I think
Substances is a huge part of where all of this is going with Bree. That's where she needs to get the help. And I truly wished and hope and prayed that she would have got the help that she needed for that.
I
But you
agree,
can't
but
just
I
wow
don't
out and
understand
act like
why
that
he
and
didn't
expect to get
order a
the
hair test on her. Like a hair follicle test is very easily ordered.
well
I
because
don't
he can't just request that.
Oh yeah, you can. Trust me, it was
Well,
done on
right.
me. I've never
He
done
can
drugs in my entire
listen.
life.
Right,
And
he
when
can
I
request it, but that doesn't mean the judge is going to approve it. He can't
but
just demand that it gets done. The
but
judge
he didn't
has to
even
approve it.
request it though. That's my thing is he didn't even ask for it. So my question is why? I guess.
That's a question that he has to ask. Maybe by chance he doesn't want that on his record. It's in there because they all know she admits it. She admits to doing it.
I mean if I were him, that's more evidence in my back pocket. So it
He
tells
hasn't
me that maybe I don't know,
he
both
hasn't
sides.
needed it. He hasn't needed it. He's been able to get it without even doing it. The amount of men that child has been around, the fact that she has been
Hair
unable to
follicle test with drugs though is a pretty big deal.
okay, you have to say rugs. You can't say the whole
Yeah.
world on here on
Drugs.
TikTok.
Yes.
No, I absolutely agree. I had said before that I thought one should be done as well as a psych eval, and then we had an attorney come up from that's a practicing family law attorney in California, a law talk, and she said that she does not think that one would be granted at this time because of she had said some mumbo jumbo, some lingo
Oh, I
as
promise.
to
They'll
as to
grant it
what.
pretty quickly. I mean, I was married to my ex-husband for 10 years. We were divorced for almost 8. Never, ever. And he ordered it. And of course, I had to do it. And I had to pay for it.
Right,
And it
but
was,
every situation's not the same.
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying?
That's the fucked up thing about That's the screwed up thing about family court that people don't understand. You can go into one whole building with 4 different judges,
Mm-hmm.
with 2 people, same situation, and every judge can decide something differently.
Oh,
And that's
absolutely.
the thing that people don't understand is our family courts are not uniformed. It's not like criminal law. It's not like something that you go in there and it's like, this is happening. Okay, perfect. Then you need to do this, you need to do that. And people don't understand that it doesn't matter what happens with one judge, another judge could just miss the entire thing and say, okay, y'all get out of here and don't come back.
No,
And
I think people understand. And again, I've worked in the in the judicial system for a very, very long time. I am very well aware of that. And you're right. It could be one judge can say one thing and another can be another. And they've had 2 different judges on their case, and they've both kind of come up with the same. And again, in regards to the rug test
the
and the
evidence spoke
psyche,
for itself. Let me tell you, like, this is what drives me crazy about people is they don't understand. Sometimes judges don't care if you have evidence. I had a CPS investigator where I literally had videos of him smoking rugs. He has 3 felony domestic violence charges, and people don't understand like what our systems are. CPS is horrible. Our family courts are horrible, and we're getting off topic with Bree and TK, but I just think that both of them, God, if they could just get together and come to terms, I think that they would be okay. I think she's super sad about Winter is what I honestly think. I don't know. And I think that if, I don't know. I think that if they could get together though, it would be so much better for him because I'm
well,
telling you, I have
we
3 kids that have been through this. And
you're
2 of them are broken. You know, my oldest is 21 and he's okay, but my other 2 are so broken.
okay. Hold
And
on,
it
hold
wasn't
on.
because of me, it was because of his dad. And I just wish that people like
Right.
these young chickens, and I call them chickens, these young little kids could get it together because they don't realize what they're doing to their children. You know, they don't
Right.
realize how much it's hurting them. and
Okay,
it affects them so much.
hold on. Let me. I've been trying to interject here. I think you're saying a lot of the exact same stuff that I've been saying this entire time. I think you thought maybe that I don't know what you thought about me, because when you came in saying what's your whole point, you're just calling CPS number to get all these young kids taken away.
No.
That has absolutely nothing to do with anything. All I've ever wanted them to do is for them to be able to get the help that they need so that they can co-parent. And I've offered the help to both of them. One said, "Fuck you, you stupid fat old white bitch," and the other one said, "I really truly
No, they
appreciate
didn't.
you." Right?
They
And so
It's outside on the door.
and so and so one wants help and the other doesn't. And if the other does not want help, that includes from the judge, from the court system, from her attorney. She knows it all. She has it all right. She is going to do absolutely nothing. Just like when he cut W's hair. No one talks about this. He bought her a locket. The inside of that locket has a clip of his curl in there that said, and on there it's engraved, it says something special. That is very sweet. He does not have to do that, but he always goes above and beyond to do for her to be a part of it. Sends her pictures and videos, but she'll never say that. She'll always say all the negative. He never allows anybody to badmouth her, talk bad about her, absolutely nothing. He always defends her. She will do everything to bash him, talk horrible about him, including in front of baby W. So she has to grow and get to where he is at, and then they could very likely have a great co-parenting relationship. But until she gets to that point, that's not going to happen.
Right. Yeah,
We've been trying for a year. We've been trying for a year to do it. She watches my videos, but she just only takes the negative side out of it. Nothing ever of the positive side. We all want the exact same thing. We all want them to co-parent that baby together. That's what we want.
Especially these young ones. Especially these young ones that are, because they don't realize until the kids get older what happens to them when, nobody understands the effects on children, what happens until they get older. Especially, like, you could have two co-parents that don't talk be better than two parents that do what they're doing. I mean,
I literally say it all of the time. Co-parenting, positive co-parenting is the best gift you will ever give your parent. I bring my baby dad up all the time. We've been separated for 31 years. We co-parented together. Absolutely, we're best friends. We now co-grandparent together. It's a blessing. Our kids have never had to separate a holiday or birthday. They've never had to say, "Okay, well, let's plan a party and have mom come at this time and dad at this time." They've never had to do that. That's the best gift that you can give. That is why I come on here and I try to preach to these young kids that put the hatred towards the other parent aside. Do it for the love of your child. Put differences aside and just make it peaceful and be there for them. For a whole year, I've been trying to work with Bree to do this, and she is not interested. So
does she talk to you ever, like, just personally, or no, or just, I don't know.
Any conversations that I ever have off of whatever is here will always be kept private. She did request me recently, and I denied her request. Because at that time we'd attempted many times, and she's a blatant racist, homophobe, and he's a stolen valor, and I will not share my platform with somebody that has that type of has those beliefs. I won't share my platform. And she wasn't coming up. If she was coming up to actually ask questions and actually to learn or to get advice, she wasn't. But she was over on her page. I'm gonna go clock that bitch. I'm gonna tell that bitch about her. So I wasn't dealing with that. I'm grown. This is what I do for a living. I've been a social worker for 31 years, so I was not going to have it. If she ever wanted to have an actual intelligent, respectful conversation, I would do it in a heartbeat. Anything to help baby W. It's always about the child. So
if she ever wants to reach out, if she ever wants to reach out to me, I will definitely have a conversation with her. I have almost a 22-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 10-year-old, and I will tell you, just going through it on my side, and it wasn't on my side, it was from his dad's, and more so his dad's wife, but the damage that it can do to children is exponential, and you can't take that back. And you know, if there's anything that she can do to make it better or him. I mean, I know they're so young, you know, I can't imagine. I think I was
I
27
mean,
or 28 before I had my first one. I don't
yeah.
remember,
I mean,
but
they're 25. They're not that young. And if 2K was able to
yeah.
change his life around to
Uh-huh.
be
And
able
I
to
think
take care
he's
of the child,
so blessed to have his mom too, though. I mean, like
absolutely. That's a huge blessing. But
huge.
again,
Yeah.
she is not willing to take advice or help from anybody besides Ruby. And now Ruby's there with her with the baby. They're at the pool chasing the baby around while they're throwing it back. So
Who's Ruby? Ruby is the aunt, or
no,
who's that?
Ruby is another TikToker of friend. She has 8 kids of her own. So she left her kids at home to go help because Bree said she can't take care of one baby by herself. It's too stressful. She doesn't know how anybody does it.
Oh, okay.
Right. So trust me, I've done my due diligence. I've been on this for a year and I'm still trying with the girl. So I've done my due diligence. But thank you so much for coming up
All
and
right,
having a
darling.
conversation with me. I appreciate you.
Y'all have a good night. All
You
right.
as well. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Hey Sid. I don't know for sure that they are drinking, or I don't know that Bree's drinking. I was sent a video that Ruby was. But they also sent, where'd it go? They also sent a video that there was I love you guys too. Typically do. Some people when they come in, they think one thing, or they think because they'll hear something, they'll think I'm one way, or I only, am so pro something, and then when they get a chance talking, they're like, oh, well, wait a dang minute. She's actually not what I thought. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, this one is, let me see, Winter Falls running, or W, sorry, Baby W Falls running around the pool. I don't need to show that. I don't know. I'll find it and then I'll post it later because I don't want to. I hate having my head down. I don't know how people who go live can just completely ignore the chat and just be doing absolutely whatever for the longest time. That drives me insane. Like, what? Why would you do that? Oh, she's live right now drinking? Yeah, I've never understood. Like, it stresses me out. Like, even when I have to go check an email real fast, I'm like, oh my God. Like, you guys don't come here to watch me, look at, I don't know. Okay. Jasmine. A couple people wanted you to talk about Enzo and Neil. Oh, yes. I do want to talk about that. Definitely not a Diet Coke. Can I get a name in? Oh, on her page, not Ruby. Okay. I do need to go take a pee-pee break really fast. And then we can definitely talk about Enzo and Neil. Did you guys watch that last night? I didn't see Fly's car. Did you get my message? Hold on. Oh, Chris Sales is live. Do you guys want to battle? Remember Chris Sales said he wanted to battle us one time. Hold on, let me just do it this way because I just asked 3 questions. Do we want to do one battle? Red, yes. Blue, no. And that way I will look for one battle. Red, yes. Blue, no. Again, we never have to battle. Battling is not my thing, and you guys never ever have to gift. I don't want you guys to think that at all, but I can see if he wants to. MG, him and Neil were doing the whippets. Go get your money. It's not about that for me. It is fun, but Chris Seals had asked one time he came in and we were in the midst of a conversation, and so I told him we would do that. Yeah, no. We will only battle if Chris Sales is available to battle. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we will battle him real fast. I heard but didn't see. It was crazy, Sandy. They had so many cans, and then not only that, I guess they attempted to drive after. So I haven't seen it. Okay. Majority wins. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna run to the restroom really fast, and then I will see if I can figure out how. Of course, if I have to. If not, I'd piss myself. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, let me see here. Let me make sure he's still live. Oh, good, he is. Okay, hold on. One second. Okay, you guys have to help me though. I don't know how to do it. Okay. Out of focus. How do I do it? Did you break some head? I wonder who to tell you. We need to know how to bind her for me? Oh no. Let me see if I go here. Oh, I say hold on. I have to go to invite. Hold on, not me figuring stuff out on my own. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can find him. This is my first time ever inviting somebody. Well, where the hell is he? Oh my god. You can't just like search people? Is there not a way to like search people? Hold on. Oh my god, I was laughing when he just walked away. Hold on. I'm over here struggling. Okay, how do I search? Oh, not like that. No. That's everyone that's in here. Okay, hold on. What does that do? No, I don't want to do that. Oh, I'm struggling. Wait, hold on. What does it say? Have chat go to his. Oh, yeah. Literally, Box Mom, I sure am. You know, I'm on literally the shorts Can you guys go over there and ask him if he wants to battle? And then if he can request me, then I'll know how. Or then I can accept it. Or whatever. That doesn't make sense why it doesn't have it to where you can't just like search for him. I literally told him the next time I saw him live we would battle. Okay, suggested? Maybe he'll come up under suggested. Shit, I don't know. Well, this is Team Toxic. I'm gonna decline them real fast. He might have invites up. Oh no. Shoot, then I should have taken that one. Okay, we'll just do this one. I don't know who this is.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Una batallita, Battle.
Battle? Yeah, I don't speak English, but I don't speak English. I don't speak Spanish, but we can battle one time.
I try to speak English.
La
No
dije
problem.
ayer que la estaba porque mi hija todavía no se caquita en el baño y se pone pesada cuando la voy a limpiar.
Déjame hablar un momento con la
So I
muchacha.
guess the first,
Niño, cállate,
the
espérate,
first
no
week
estoy
is
hablando.
2
Where you
times.
from?
Should I? Me, I'm from America.
Niño, o sea, está falta de respeto que son una
Pacific
vieja.
Northwest.
Oh, no hay problema. No
you,
saben todas las
Beth.
oportunidades.
Niño, o sea, tan asqueroso, niño, no te gusta nada.
Si la veo que me está mirando medio coqueta, soy una tempa, tú sabes bien que soy una guá. Que es
De
plata.
verdad que la pinga tuya no tiene rumbo.
Yo
La pinguita tuya es un relajo.
Pero esto no puede ser una guá, otro. ¿No? ¿No me lo permitan? No sabía, pensé que estábamos en la misma dirección. Gente, se nos fueron los dobles, se nos fueron los
Oh,
dobles.
they're hilarious.
Se nos fueron los dobles, caballeros, se nos fueron los dobles, por favor. Dice que hagas
I
un like de
know.
maquillaje, mira. Me gusta la gente, me gusta maquilla. ¿Viste? Aprovecha.
Claro, no vamos a maquillar a Fatway.
Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious.
Yo no me acuerdo ni cómo se maquillaban esa gente.
Ah, bueno.
¿Me no sé?
Así que
No sé.
esa piedra que tiraste fue al aire ahí.
She said I don't speak cursive.
me.
I cannot with you guys.
Ya, no, ya te dije que ese tema aquí no se habla más allá de eso. Ya.
Oh, Dominican.
Gente, vamos entre todos, tapar la pantalla, por favor, tapar la pantalla, vamos, tapar la pantalla. Gente,
Bonus
tapar la
missions
pantalla,
in
por
30
favor.
seconds, and then it's
Tapar la
times
pantalla,
3.
gente, por favor, vamos.
They just say I don't
Vamos entre todos, tapar la pantalla, gente. Angie,
put
gracias,
Google
Angie.
Translate on.
Déjenlo, caballeros, que esos son ellos, ya, no vamos a caer en este jueguito, caballeros. Vamos a ir nosotros aquí, nos maren atrás de nosotros. A ver si cojo mi guau aquí un momento. La niña creo que está llorando.
She is
Niño,
muy
esa vieja puede
buena.
ser tu abuela.
She's very
Vuela. Gente, necesitamos
Who-
350
Someone
puntos
just said
reales
that
para
they're
coger los
Dominican
triples,
because
¿ok?
she knows
350 puntos reales para coger los triples, caballero.
Thank you so
Necesito
much
que me pongan
for
guantes en esta vuelta, ¿ok?
Butterfly.
Necesito que me pongan guantes ahora. Vamos a coger los triples,
times
gente. Vamos a coger
3
los triples,
starts
vamos.
soon.
Dejen a la gente del chat, que eso es lo que quieren, caballeros, desvirtuarlo ustedes para que nosotros perdamos aquí esa hora. Dejen a la gente del chat, vamos a
I
ponerlo
don't
para
think
esto.
so. I don't
Fíjense
know.
eso.
Maybe. Very possible.
Vamos, gente, entre todos.
They're like, Bree, who the hell is this?
Entre
woman?
todos, caballeros. Mira, no pudimos alcanzar ni el objetivo. Porque
Claro,
estamos en
pero
el chisme. Estamos en el chisme, ¿no? Porque estamos en el chisme en el live.
So they're
Oye,
Dominican.
ponme un
I
guante,
can
ponme un
spot
guante.
that.
¿Quién pueda ponerme un guante, caballero?
Oh, so now it's times
¿Quién
3.
pueda
so
ponerme un
he
guante que me lo
gets
ponga, por
times
favor?
3.
Vamos.
Take it. Oh, he got a 6-piece. Thank you, man.
Gente, vamos a tocar el guante, vamos a tocar el
How
guante. No
wide
tiren
the
rosa
three-piece
para adentro el
when I
guante,
haven't
Donita,
battled in
Donita para arriba, por
What the
favor. Vamos
hell?
a ver si cogemos unos cuantos puntos que
Thank
estamos atrasados.
you.
Tenemos los guantes puestos ahí, gente. Vamos a tocar los guantes, por favor. Vamos a tocar los guantecitos, gente.
Guanto.
Pocho, para que date un beso ahí. Vamos, gente, entre todos. No tiren nada de un coin, caballero, nada de un coin. Donita o de Donita para arriba, por favor.
I have
Vamos.
no idea.
La Domi,
I'm just here
gracias.
for the ride.
Vamos a tocar el guante,
25
gente. Vamos a tocar el guante.
seconds
Sangosita, muchas gracias,
left of
Sangosita.
times 3.
Toquen el guantecito
You
y
can
envíen
barely
real
get-
adentro el
hold on.
guante.
Oh, that's better. Jesus. That was a lot. You had to mute. So you guys have 10 seconds left of the times 3. Silence, por favor. You guys are hilarious. Yeah, that was a lot. I can tell, especially if you speak their language, though, they would be a hoot. They're funny. They're like a funny duo. Thank you so much. He need to calm down. He about to have a heart attack. He's speaking. They just speak fast. Yeah, very fast. Very, very fast. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'll talk as viewers from Discord. Are we still talking about that? Look, we tried to move along, and we're trying to battle and have a good old time. Now, don't let them come back and get us now. We gotta take a 6-piece nugget. That's what I'm having for dinner. I don't know what you're talking about, though. I could never do this, like how people who battle, like, all the time. That's, like, high stress. I couldn't do that. Oh, my God. Dang it, TikTok don't like me. Why? We love you. Thank you, Beth. Very passionate. He kind of looks like Why you do Machone like that? Except for he doesn't have the Machone lips. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. This is our one for the week. 30 seconds and we're done. Now I want buggies with Chick-fil-A sauce. I want some nuggies with some Chick-fil-A sauce too. I'm getting hit in the head. DV, what's happening? They're knocking me out. Oh shit. This game just got violent. Thank you, W Mama. Oh my God. 5, 4, 3, 2. Give me the nuggets. Give me the nuggets. Ah, we win. We got the nuggies. Ooh, can't beat the sock gang. Can't beat the sock gang. Thank you guys. MVP. Oh, no. I'm going to decline. Only one. Thank you.
Gracias a todos los MVP ahí, la familia Torres, gracias, mi hermano. Darte un beso ahí, Angie, Changosita, Pulia,
I know, right?
Víctor Manuel, Ladomi, Rudy, Maide, Clay, PR, gracias a todos, caballero, gracias a todos por el apoyo.
Yes, my
siempre,
MVPs.
Gracias.
All right, thank you so much. Have a day. Thank you. I could. Oh, you guys got gloves? Beth and Daniel got gloves? I don't know what the hell you do with them, but okay, girl, go ahead. At least you didn't get shit on your head. I'm never going to live that one down. That was fun. Thank you, guys. Jasmine, don't encourage that behavior. Don't encourage. They expire in 5 days. Okay, so in 5 days, we'll have to try to do another battle. Yeah, they were funny. They wanted to battle again. Listen, not doing it. That was enough. I did have a good day, Sonia. You threw them. Wait, you threw them during match at the point. Oh, you throw them. Oh, the gloves, and then it can be ×5. Big baller shot caller. Oh yeah, I do hear him say, "Throw a glove, last 3. Throw. Who's got a glove? Who's got a glove? Who's got a glove? Throw glove, last 3." That's Listen, them battlers. That's a stressful life. Look at Beth hat with 2 gloves. Shit. What did Jasmine say? What did Jasmine say over here with dead faces? Oh my God. Let me control my children. Done with you. All crazy. I can't. So now we have a 4-piece. We have a Happy Meal. Happy Meal chicken nugget. But when are you using a glove, you can't throw roses. Otherwise, it takes. Oh. I can't even get a kid mitt. Listen. The faux for faux. Yeah, I just have to remember to go live. I know I had said, so like the galaxy is 1,000 diamonds. If it hits, it's worth 5,000. Dang. I know, Beth threw a galaxy when it was 3 times, so it was worth 3,000 points. That's a good deal. That is a good deal. Who invited Jasmine in here? Well, you know how to control your children? No, I don't. Or my grandchildren. Jordy just acting a dang fool. just like her mama. Okay? Your mom sent me the video of that. You guys. Do I have it on here? Okay, so you guys know my sister Beth is the sweetest thing. When we lost my grand dog, right? Beth, being the sweetest woman alive, she sent my daughter the sweetest little thing. It's a let me see if I have it. It's a little ceramic dog with angel wings behind it. It is the cutest little thing. The other day I was over there. Oh, and it's solar panel, so it like lights up. So I'm over there the other day, and it's just like just blinking the lights. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And Jasmine's like, oh, it's just Maya. She's just barking. She just does this periodically. I'm like, what the heck? So I'm petting it. The lights stop blinking. I stop petting it, and the lights are just like blinking like crazy. Oh wait, is this it? Hold on. Oh, here it is. Hold on. So, it's right here. So here's the little thing, right? Oh. Oh, thank you. You see how it's just blinking like that? Just blinking away. She's just barking, barking, barking. And there's her little urn, and then we got this other little board thing. But it's just so funny. We have a good old time here. And have you seen the video of Ashley doing a spell on a... Stop it. No way, it's doing it right now, Jasmine. Oh my god. No, not the golden doodle. The, Maya, the black dog. She's the one that passed away while I was on live one day a few months ago. And I had to end really quickly, and then I came back on and explained. But yeah, Beth sent that, and typically it just either has no light or the light is just solid, and just out of nowhere it just starts blinking like that. It's so crazy. Literally, she's still guarding. She's probably trying to put Nala's dumb butt in check. Nala's the golden doodle. That dog, something wrong with that dog. I love her though. I told her to go play in the freeway the other day, and Calvin's like, "That's so rude." I'm like, well, crazy. All right, let me check one more time. Did you guys go over and ask Chris if he wanted to battle or no? If he hasn't, let me just go over there and look and see what he's doing. If not, then we'll battle him on another day. He could be talking about something. And then we can just mosey along. Oh, he's playing his game. That's why. I'm spooked out by that stuff. Shut it off and sit outside. I'm good. Hilarious. She wasn't done teaching Nala. She's still working on it. Literally, she needs some help. Crazy. All right, what else do you guys want? You guys are at 60,000 likes. You guys are freaking amazing. Your fingers must be tired. I so appreciate you all. Thank you, Fizzy. Fizzin'. Fizzy. Oh, that's right. Enzo. Thank you. Shit. That's what I came to do. Okay. So, Enzo and Neo. This car's totaled. Let me drive in your car. Fucked up. Okay. So, Enzo and Neo. Now, you guys remember when... I think a lot of you guys were in here when I was talking about Enzo and calling him out on his racist behavior against Phoenix. I tagged him in my chat as well as other people, because typically if I talk about Kim, thank you. Typically if I talk about people, then I tag them and let them know. They were Wi-Fi'd out. For those of you that are newer, Wi-Fi is an older term we use because you have to be 10,000 feet high to use Wi-Fi, right? So that's our code word for that. Last night was so bad. They were on live for like 3 hours straight that I know of. The information I've been sent. And they were listening to the same 1 or 2 David songs on repeat. And David is the singer right now that basically part of Celeste's body was found in his car. We don't know if he did it or not. We don't know, right? Keep tapping, do your daily heart me's, all that good stuff. But they were in the car for hours, and they had just huge cans. Let me pull some up. Trigger warning. It's sad. And then apparently they then tried to, hi people are garbage, they tried to drive. And several people called the police because they were clearly not in the right frame of mind to be driving. And I don't know that the police ever found him, but let me find these videos. Hold on. I don't know who that is. All right, let's do it this way. And oh no, that was in May. Hold on. Here we go. So this is from yesterday. Oh wait, let's go back one. This video is from Chaotic Caitlin. This one says Neo and Enzo sitting in a car for hours doing whippets, and then showing the can on live. A lot of it, they're out of the screen. But when they do come in the screen, at some points, their lips were blue. I'm like, hello? Why are we not concerned your lips are blue? Wait, what was that? Wait, hold on. Is that a whipped cream can? What am I, slow? Is this just whipped cream? You get high off whipped cream? What? It's the air in the can. Oh, when the can is empty? Wait, hold on. So the can is empty. They've used all the whipped cream. And they can just continue to just keep spraying the can and that gets them Wi-Fi'd? How ridiculously scary. Anybody can get that. You can buy that at the... Kids can buy that at the store. Why this whole time? Freon, yes, exactly. This whole time when I heard whips, I thought it was like some type of like gas or so. I don't know what I thought it was. An aerosol can. Unfortunately, my dad used to do it when I was a kid. Wow. It's the gas that's in the can. It's not illegal. The CO2 cartridges. That's crazy to me. I mean, this definitely looks like a whipped cream can. And he's proud of his whipped cream can and his jacket. Wow. He pulls out a huge one later on too. I'm like, what in the heck? Let's not forget, you guys, they also do not have custody of their child. Their child has been removed. It's a 10-second head. Oh. That's why they have to keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again. No. But, so let's talk about this really fast, right? Because these videos are the same. It's hours of them sitting in a car with David playing and them just pulling can after can after can of them do it for hours, okay? So let's talk about it. So in this situation, the child was removed from CPS. His father, and so Papa Enzo, has custody of the baby. Guess where Enzo and Neo live? Last I heard, that does not mean that this has not changed. Last I heard, they stayed at Papa Enzo's house. right? Which means they still get to see the baby whenever they want to. Don't have to have any type of responsibility for said baby because it's the dad's responsibility. They can still go out and do Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? So is it always best to place the child with a family member? Every situation, every single case is different. Yes, it's very enabling. Now, what I would have done in that situation had CPS came and said, listen, I have to take your grandchild away. And they can either go with you or they're going into foster care. They're coming with me and my child got the boot. You're out. You're done. You figure your life out. You buck this up enough. I'm not keeping you in my household where you're going to continue to do whatever and have my grandbaby at some random. Absolutely not. You figure your life out. You put yourself in the situation, fucking figure it out, but you're out of here. You're not going to sit in here with this grandbaby continuing to do what they're doing, and that's what's happening right here. They're being enabled, and I know, and trust me, I know. It is the hardest thing to do to tell your child no. You just never know. You telling them no could be them getting it somewhere else. You just never know. So, but you have to say no. You have to give them that tough love and be like, enough, done, enough, not doing it anymore. This baby comes first. You guys are adults. You figure your shit out. This baby lives here and he's not going to go to foster care because you guys fuck up, because that's what's going to happen. CPS is clearly still involved. CPS gets this report and finds out that they're doing that and come right back into the home where that baby is. Papa Enzo could very much end up losing custody of the baby too. That would devastate him. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to. I would be very curious on what their plan looks like. Because typically it would be, only supervised visitation, no overnights or whatever. And Papa Enzo could be the supervisor. But if they're seeing that this is the actions they're doing, who knows? Yeah, that's what's going on with my sister. We're trying to find her again so she can go back to jail. Gosh, damn, principal. Yeah, they absolutely positively should not be around him. Absolutely nobody should call CPS. Yeah, CPS is already involved with the case. I mean, there's not really a reason to call CPS because the child's not with them. Right? So if a call went into CPS and says, okay, well, the child's already been moved, child's with Papa Enzo, they're out doing whippets, listening to David for hours in the car, child not around, they're going to be like, so the child's with the guardian we left him with? Yes. Have they gone back to the house around the child? No. They're going to be like, okay. If that happens, let us know. Yeah, everyone really does be fast to call CPS. And again, Marcus just put on the ADN TV. So, yay, you can watch it. Let me kindly remind you guys, if there really is a case, let's take for instance the Baby J situation and the Enzo situation, okay? If 50 people called just from TikTok, 50 random people from TikTok called about the Enzo situation and the Baby J situation, the likelihood is nothing's going to happen because at this point they're just taking it as, in a sense, just trolls or whatever, right? With the reason why the Baby J situation worked out so well and so smoothly is because for some reason no one else really was talking about it or knew about it. I was able to get the information. I'm a mandated reporter. I called them, gave them my credentials, and away we went. They have to take the report. It happened very smooth, very fast. That was on late Saturday night. By Monday, the child was removed from home. So it happened very smooth. But had 50 people called or more, called from TikTok, they wouldn't have taken it seriously. They wouldn't have. So, yeah. I will be curious though to see if Papa Enzo gets to keep custody of the baby. If he let them back in the home. We don't know. I don't know if he went back. If they went back to the home after. Absolutely, Angie. Yeah, they can absolutely hurt cases a whole lot more. Just like different than CPS, right? But just like the whole thing with Lisa Richard, if you guys ever watched her, so many people were calling, and every single day they were completely bombarded. Then the one time when she legitimately really did need help, we heard the call come out. Oh, it's a call from TikTok. Not even going. Nope, not gonna do it. And then someone else said, actually, I'm watching her live right now. I'm going in. She's foaming at the mouth. She's clearly not okay and needs help. And she was Narcan. So, sadly, CPS always screws up. They fail a lot of kids. Well, I wouldn't say they always screw up. Let's not be super dramatic. I'm not a fan of CPS myself. I don't always think it is the best option, but they don't always screw up. So, have they? Absolutely. They have, but they don't always screw up. Same thing with GABI. Right. Look at how many times and calls things gone about GABI and nothing happens because it's overwhelming. It's too much. Most people were worried more for their life. They were not in the right state of mind to absolutely. You got to be driving. That's crazy. Yeah. I can't believe they were even going to drive in that state. Craziness. I don't know. A mess. All of it a mess. She abuses her kid, locks him in his room, and leaves him. There you go, Don. See, exactly. My grandkids are alive because of CPS. Yeah, CPS is overworked, underfunded. Those workers are not paid. Therefore, those workers do not care. Well, yeah, and a lot of it, you guys, I've told you guys a lot too. The system is not set up to succeed, right? The system needs to change. One, CPS does not communicate state to state. That's already a huge failure. So if we're at a point here in Washington where we're getting ready to remove the kids and they take off and go to Florida and start all over there in Florida, Florida has no idea that we have a court order ready to take the kids. Now I'm gonna deny this. You ladies are gonna be mad because he looks like something you guys would have enjoyed watching. His name is Tyler Thompson. He had his shirt off. He was all muscular and tatted, but he wanted to battle, and we already did a battle. So I apologize, ladies. You guys just have to let me know if you guys want me to do them. But then they get a case in Florida. Who passed? And same in Canada. Yeah. Florida, they get a case. They go to state to state to state. Not only that, so you have the investigator, right? So the investigator is you have the intake worker, the first one that gets the call. Okay? So the first one gets a call. They decide on what priority, 1, 2, or 3 that they go into. Then, let's say it's 1, high priority. So they send it, they send it to the investigator. Now the investigator is a second person. They're going to investigate and to determine where they rank, 1, 2, or 3, right? Is it something we need to proceed forward with right away? Can it wait? Or we're going to toss it to the side. So the investigator now decides it's a number 1. It's going to move forward. So then they send it on to the supervisor. The supervisor looks over and says, I don't think it needs to be done right away. We'll put it to a 2, but let's put it in front of the judge. The judge looks over and says, no, we're going to deny it. Now you've had 2 other people who've been trained that work there that have said that it needs to be removed, child needs to be removed immediately, or some action needs to be taken. But 2 higher ups said absolutely not. And then 3 days later, you hear on the news that the child is no longer with us. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? it goes through a lot of steps, and as workers it gets really difficult when you're like, I said that child need to be removed, but higher up said no. But guess whose name is in the paper and or on the news? Well, their social worker, Angie, what investigated the case, and blah 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 blah. Child was left in the care, and then the child was left in the car past, whatever the case may be. But Angie said remove child. But Angie's supervisor and the judge said no. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. It's a messed up system. It needs to change. But it can, and it has worked for some. It has saved people's lives. It saved Baby J's life. People asked about Baby J update. The only update I have is that Baby J is in the care of his maternal grandmother and her twin sister, the one that's pregnant due any day. And she looks like she is doing absolutely amazing. She is helping out. She looks good. She says she's feeling good. She's ready to have her baby and be able to be a little more hands-on. So. Wait, who are you guys talking about? What, Sandy? Wait, what are you guys talking about? I'm so confused right now. Are you guys talking about Gabby? Wait, what about her? Gabby locked her son in the room and went to the neighbor's house, confirmed in court docs. I did see that in court docs. Sandy said she is Team Gabby. I mean, everybody has a right to be whoever, you know, whoever. I always say I'm Team Child, right? So I'm what's best for the child. Do I think that is the best place for that child to be? Right? No. No. I think she needs some help. She definitely has an addiction to social media. I think she thrives off of the toxicness about it. Well, Sandy, there's when you say she did not abuse the child, are you saying physically? Because there's many different forms of abuse. So I would differ with you with that, because the she's only one during school and at night. What? She's only one during school and at night. I don't know what you mean. But there is many different forms of child abuse. And I'm not lying on her. I asked you a question. Don't be so defensive, because then you're not going to be able to get the answers. I asked you, how did she, you said she did not abuse. I asked, are you talking about physically? When, that's not what your thing said. When he is in school and at night. What about when he's in school and at night? You're talking about the door lock? Is that what you mean? You're not speaking in complete sentences, so it's really difficult for me to keep up. Okay. I'm asking you, when you said she has never abused him, I'm asking you, are you talking about only physically? When she's on live, she locks him in the room? Or no? And he's 4, right? So if he's 4 and he gets locked in a room, I don't think he gets locked in the room while she's on live. Well, okay. It's really hard to have these conversations via messages, because that's what I asked and you said yes. Okay, so maybe your yes was to not physical. So maybe she doesn't physically abuse him, but she is definitely being abusive emotionally, mentally, verbally. Or are you telling me you believe that the way she talks to him is completely acceptable? You think that behavior is okay? Actually, right now we're talking about Gabby. That's what I'm saying. They're lying on her. Wasn't talking to you, Angie. Well, you're talking. It's my chat, so that's her personality. And you think? I'm asking you. Do you think that that is acceptable for her to talk to her child that way? Okay, that's the way you speak. What about this? Let me ask you this. This is all out there too. When she made the point that she asked her sister to take Cam outside so her and Aaron could do the do. Yes, we were talking about Gabby J. Thank you. To do the do. And then she said that she heard him come inside and she's like, Aaron, you gotta hurry up. You gotta hurry up. And he's like, no, he's fine. He's not gonna. She's like, you gotta hurry up. And then she's telling the chat, she's like, oh my God, you guys. And then he walked in and he's like, Daddy, you have white pee. You think that's acceptable as well? And CBS did do a report on that as well. But this is not just talking. This is not the way you talk to a child. Let me see if I can find one on I don't want a 25-minute video. They weren't on live while they were doing it. She came back on live and told the chat that. She did. I'm not saying they were on live for the action. I'm saying she came back on live and she said, this is what we did. She was on live and she said, can you take him outside for us to go in the room? Then she comes on, she's like, oh my God, you guys, and she was giggling about it. She's like, you guys aren't going to believe what happened. Cam walked in when we were, and he said that. That's exactly what happened. That's even in court docs. Question, where do you think that he learns to communicate like that? He's learning to yell because she only yells at him. She doesn't talk to him. She yells at him. Her and Liv, that chick that I always talk about randomly, they are the same in my exact opinion. They just yell at their kids. If you don't get your ass up right now and go do this, I don't care. Get your ass out of my house. Do this. That's how they talk to their kids. Well, their kids are going to learn to communicate back like that because that's not true. Okay, well then, Sandy, we will just I will just take my experience, and you take your love for Gabby and watching her on TikTok, and we'll agree to disagree.
You can do all you want, but you cannot do that. No! Look at your mother. Cameron, what is wrong today? Oh no! Cameron, look at me. This needs to look at mommy. I do not want to have to yell at you, but you need to stop. No hitting. That's not.
And where did he learn that?
It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to call the doctor. I'm going to get the medical reports. And I'm going to say, no, Danny, you're the one that's lying. It not only did it happen to you, but it also...
Right, it's crazy how, remember how Gabby said he was nonverbal, he couldn't communicate, he was autistic nonverbal? Well, he sure knows how to talk now. Screaming.
It happened to me too. But
These are old.
Doesn't matter. Does it? And I already told my mom and Lisa what Danny said about it last night. And I said, you two need to go tell Danielle to knock her shit off, or because that was wrong. Here, I'll do this right
Exactly,
now. I will
Amber
text
Lee.
my mother right now.
They learn what
No
they learn.
validation needed. No, I'm gonna show the proof because I'm innocent and Danny's a liar. So
I'm innocent and Gabby's liar. It's all screaming all of the time. Again, it just goes back to show exactly kids learn and kids communicate what they speak. Let me show you. Now, this is not about Gabby, but let me show you this video. Hold on. This is another perfect example of a mom talking the exact same way to her kids. Here we go.
Who the hell are you talking to? Mommy. You better not be touching shit in my kitchen. Mommy. I said I wanted my own pasta. And I said to finish these damn clothes. Mommy. Who the hell are you talking to? Mommy. Mama. I said I wanted my own pasta. I already, duh. Mommy. Don't you think I know that? Mommy. Okay. What, AJ? You guys can play outside for 20 more minutes. You're bringing your ass inside because it'll be 7 o'clock. So you better hurry up. You got 19 minutes to go. That's it. You got 19 minutes. And pick up these damn goldfish all over my damn floor.
They're gonna get wingworms. I'm trying to tell them to get out the mud.
Get your ass out the goddamn mud too. You don't play in the mud.
And I play in the too.
No, you don't play in the mud. Don't do that.
What?
Mommy said no.
Now let me kindly remind you, that lady right there is talking about, that's Liv. That's the one that I told you guys, who her 3 older kids live with their father. And she left to Florida. Remember, she was homeless and pregnant by her 4th baby. Dad had to have an AB, blah, blah. Comes back to her house. She just had her kids this weekend for the first time since May. That was her older kids that she has not seen since before Mother's Day. That's who she was talking to like that. That's the welcome back they get after not seeing you for 4 months. That's how she talks to all of her kids. Just like Gabby. That's how Gabby talks all of the... Yeah, this just happened just Saturday, Sunday. Right, they go, hate her. It's horrible. It is horrible. So I will not take that abuse is only physical. You tell me that's not going to hurt worse. And I will never understand this. And I know this is probably just a me thing. That's like a pet peeve. I have never told... The only thing I say my about is my purse, my room. I would never tell my kids, get out of my kitchen, get off of my couch, get out of my fridge, don't touch my food, blah, my. Everything in that house is my to her. Those kids have they have no place to feel home, to feel comfort, to feel love. Everything is filled with hatred. Did you hear the hate and the tone that spewed out of her mouth? Mind you, she has not seen those kids in 4 months. 4 months. That's what they came back to. Yeah, that's not a home. That's not a home. And she told that. Hold on, we're gonna listen to this one more time. We're gonna rewind a little bit. We're gonna listen one more time. You'll hear her on multiple times say, my kitchen, my door, my food, my floor, my...
Kid, you real uneducated. You better not be touching shit in my kitchen.
In my kitchen.
I said I wanted my own pasta. And I said to finish these damn clothes.
Mommy.
Who the hell are you talking to?
So this is the other thing. So her older 3 kids are about to be 12, I think 10 and 7. The younger 2 are 3 and 1. She speaks the same way to them. But the whole time that the kids, her older kids are there, that's her babysitters. That's her maids. Did you hear that? I told you, get these clothes done first. Before you can eat, get these clothes done. I told you, no, you're not going outside. You're going to watch these kids. You better get that baby.
Mommy. 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 Mama.
I said I wanted my own pasta. I already...
And her daughter responds back, I wasn't talking bad. I just said I wanted my own pasta.
Duh.
Mommy.
Don't you think I know that?
Mommy. Mommy.
Okay. What, AJ?
The one
You guys
yelling
can
mommy.
play outside for 20 more
Three.
minutes. You're bringing your ass inside because it'll be 7 o'clock. So you better hurry up. You got 19 minutes to go. That's it.
Well, that's, Sandy, there you go. You just answered every question I just have. I grew up like that. It's nothing. There you go. That's your norm, which means you're going to raise your kids. That's your norm. That's nothing to you. That is not acceptable. That is not the norm. But if that's how you lived and that's how you grew up, you don't know anything different. You don't know what real love is. You don't know how to communicate properly because this is how you were raised. To you, this is nothing. To you, this is normal. To you, this is okay. It's not okay. There is nothing okay and or acceptable about that. And if you have children and or your children have children, you're continuing the cycle over and over and over again. It is not okay. There is nothing okay and or acceptable about that. That's why she lost her kids. She doesn't have custody of 3 of her children. The only reason why she has the youngest 2, no daddy's around. No daddy's around. That is not okay. That is heart-wrenching, Sandy. If you think this is normal, you need to break the cycle. You need to change. That is not okay. That is not normal. The fact that everyone else's blood is boiling, they're like, how can you speak to a child like that? Let alone a child you haven't seen for 4 months. She abandoned her kids for 4 months. 4 months. No communication, no phone call, no talking, nothing. Randomly pops up and picks her kids up and speaks to them like this. That's normal to you. Listen, you guys, that's all we can do right now is pray for Sandy. That's not normal. That's not normal. That is not normal. If you do not have kids yet, I pray you get therapy before you do. If you have kids, I pray that you and your kids get therapy. At least your kids before they have kids. Somebody needs to break that cycle. That is not a cycle you want to continue. Everyone else over here is like, this is not normal. This is not okay. And you're like, but remember a long time ago, and I told you guys when you asked me if ever removing a child, if the kids were ever like, why do they cry when they leave? Because they don't know anything different. That's their norm. They don't know, right? That everybody else doesn't struggle and go to bed hungry. Everyone else doesn't get a full meal. That everyone else has a bed. Everybody gets clean clothes every night. Everybody else gets a shower every night. Kids who don't live that life, they don't know that. Vice versa. Kids who live a wealthy life, they don't know that. Wait, what do you mean? They don't have food for everybody? They only got 1 meal today? I was making fun of that kid because he wore the same pair of shoes. What do you mean he doesn't have 50 pairs of shoes? Kids only know their norm. That's their norm. So Sandy, that's your norm. That's why you don't see that that's a problem with Gabby. That's why you don't see that that's a problem with Liv. It's a problem. And guess who's suffering? The kids. And Sandy, if you have kids and you're doing the same thing, your kids are suffering too. So we will have to pray for you and hope that you get the help that you need. That's not norm. That's not norm. Listen, my daughter's in the chat. Now, I'm not saying my kids didn't ever get in trouble, but I'll be damned I didn't never speak to them like that. Not when they were kids and not as adults. We communicate like this. It is a communication. Let them know. Everybody makes mistakes. It's okay, but what did we learn from this? Where are we going to go and move forward? I'm not saying Gabby doesn't love her son. I'm not saying Liv doesn't love her kids. There's a missing piece there. Just because you love somebody doesn't mean you treat them properly. Speaking to a kid in this manner is not acceptable, is not okay. At all. At all. Because now what you're doing is you're teaching them a communication style of yelling. So when these kids go to school and they'll be like, Miss Smith, can you move the hell out the way? How am I supposed to do that? I can't see the board. Shut up, Josh. I don't care, Jack. I want that ball. Give me that ball. That's their communication because that's how they've learned to communicate. How is that going to work in school? Not good. They're going to get in trouble over and over and over and over at school. Then they're going to go into the workforce, right? They're going to go into a job and their boss is going to be like, okay, well, you need to stack. Fuck that. I'm not stacking all those boxes. You better have someone else do. That's not what I came for. You have to learn everything from the bottom. No, fuck that. I don't want to learn everything. Because they don't know how to take direction. They don't know how to communicate. It is a tumbleweed effect of communicating like this to your children. To me, it's almost the same as talking to your kids in baby language when they're first learning to speak. What the fuck? That baby's going to grow up talking about. No, you have to speak them correctly. Jordy, are you tired? You ready to go to bed? Do you want grandma to make you a bottle? Okay, then let's make your bottle and let's go to bed. Let's change your diaper first. That's how we communicate to kids so they know exactly how to say the words. I will finish this video.
You got 19 minutes. And pick up these damn goldfish all over my damn floor.
They're going to get wingworm. I'm trying to tell them to get out the mud.
Get your ass out the goddamn mud, too. You don't play in the mud.
And I play in the too.
No, you don't play in the mud. Don't do that.
What?
Mommy said no.
What?
You throw that in the grass, not on the concrete.
So, that is not acceptable. That is not acceptable parenting. That is not acceptable communication style. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot to learn. Sandy, I truly do hope though that you come around and this is TikTok. You can't judge how someone really is. I would disagree with that. In some aspects, in some cases, yeah. People like me, I'm real. I'm honest. This is what I do. This is how I speak. This is how I am all the time. I don't turn the camera off and then I'm randomly somebody else. Now, there are people that do that, right? They do come on here and they act one way and they do skits and they do whatever and they go off and then there's somebody else. I hope if you find anything on this page, I hope it is some peace. I hope it is some love. I hope it is a better communication style. And I hope and pray for you that you learn that what I just played, that's not normal. That is not normal. I definitely understand now why you support Gabby, because you believe the way she is communicating is normal and is the best way because her son is yelling at her as well. So it makes more sense, but hopefully you can break the cycle. Right. No, I know you don't. I wanted to play that because I wanted to show two different situations with the same style. Right. He's yelling because she's yelling because that's how he's learned. Liv is the same way. Liv doesn't talk to her kids. She yells at her kids. So her 3-year-old yells at her kids. Now remember I told you guys, Liv just had a random guy, this new boyfriend over. Well, he's already gone out of the picture, but in the meantime, by day 2, he's already spanked both of her kids, her 1-year-old daughter and her 3-year-old son. Put hands on both of them already. And then she said, oh, she goes to the bathroom, she's like, oh, thank you, God. Thank you so much for sending him to me. He got AJ all the way together. He whipped him right up. Thank you so much, God. This is exactly what I needed. Bitch, what? You just let a random man put his hands on your children? And that's acceptable? That's okay? Well, Sandy, I just think we'll just have to agree to disagree. Yeah, it's great. And now he's already gone. He lasted 5 days, but already was able to put hands on 2 of the kids. So, again, different parenting styles. Wouldn't be me, wouldn't be mine. No way. I will never understand. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. Gab, takes a whole nother day to go into the GABI stuff. There's been studies that show a baby reacts when people simply yes. Remember, you guys, I was just talking about that yesterday. Remember, I'm going to find that video. The video shows the little. Let me just find it. Hold on. It's all about how you communicate and speech. And watch how this little boy shuts down. Hold on. Hope I can find it. No, this isn't it. Shoot, I don't know what to put into to find. I'll find it offline. But basically, this little boy he's with his mom and he's at like a therapy class of some sort, right? And so the lady sits down and she's like, hi, is your name Billy? Hi, Billy. I'm Angie. It's nice to meet you. Do you want to see what's in my box? You do? She's like, there's toys in there. Which one do you want? Just lift up the lid and then you can get it, okay? And then he lifts up the lid and he gets it and he's all giddy and he's excited, right? So then the next person comes in, they slam the door, they like, what are you guys doing in here? Oh, I can't believe this has been the worst day ever. You're Billy? Billy, my name is Angie. Lift up the box. Billy goes like this. And he's looking at his mom. And his eyes are like this. And he's looking at his mom and no one else says anything. She's like, do you want to look at the box or not? And Billy's like. And she gets up and walks away. And then the other lady says, Billy, it's okay. Do you want to lift up the box? And Billy's like, he's still hesitant, but he kind of wanted to. It's a very old video, but it goes to show you kids react based off of how they how they're communicated to. So if you're raising a child and your tone is always, hey Billy, how was school today? I heard you had a rough day. Do you want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. You know that behavior is not acceptable, right? Blah, 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 whatever. Said, Billy, what the fuck did you do in school now? It just doesn't, it just, everybody parents differently. Absolutely. Am I ever going to agree with you that what I just showed is positive parenting that you said is normal? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I will never, ever, ever believe, I will never agree with that. And my 30 plus years of social work tells me the exact same thing. Even without me being a social worker. Just being a mom and a grandparent will tell you the same thing. But being a social worker, I'm telling you right now, you were doing more damage than you were doing good. I will leave it at that. So. Yeah. Yes, parenting is not doing schmeck sacks in front of you. Yeah, I mean, that would be a great start. There's no way that that child would know anything about white pea. Let's just... Yeah, they become the bullies because they don't know any other way to react. So crazy. I don't know, y'all. Tonight was a lot. This was a whole lot of. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot. It's 9:30. I saw your cutest live recap. Wait, I had a live recap? How'd that happen? Shit. No, wait, is it on my FYP? Or is it on my page? Jasmine, I swear to God, if Jordan posted something on TikTok again, I haven't posted.
Life.
Oh no, it must be old. I was like, wait a minute. It's like, damn it. Jordan posted the other day. She posted a picture of herself. She's so vain. She posted a picture of herself. Oh my God. Oh, it sent you. Oh, because you gifted me. Yes, it does that, you guys. When you guys gift me or something happens, it sends you guys like these cute little recaps. Riley, I was like, oh my God, I know this baby did not just post herself again. You're so beautiful, spot. The astronaut. Y'all, I am never gonna live that one down. That damn thing. So funny. Oh, I love it. I cannot believe she literally did that. She posted a picture of herself. Okay, so to change subject, check your TikTok messages so you can see your new pic. Love it. Let me see. Wait, send it. Oh, it's in TikTok messages? Okay, hold on. And then I gotta go because I am exhausted. Pretty send it to me, right? That's principal. But when did you send it? I still don't know how to do it. She had to have done it from the pictures. Like there was no hashtags, no nothing. I'll show you guys. Hold on, I'll pull it up. Oh, I can't go through messages there. Look, I had to set it to private. Wait, where do I do that? Oh, here we go. I had to set it to private. But look, she posted this of herself. Look, you guys see how there's no captions, no nothing down here? She takes this picture and sends it of her. Just post this of herself. I went on my TikTok and I was like, wait a minute, why? I never post my grandkids, especially unless I have permission from their parents. So I go on there and I'm like, what the hell? I was getting like likes from a picture from something I know. I go on there and I look and there's 681 people have seen it. So now I have to message my daughter and be like, Jasmine, I swear to God, I don't know how this happened. Your daughter somehow posted a freaking picture when people have seen it. So now I have to message my daughter and be like, Jasmine, I swear to God, I don't know how this happened. Your daughter somehow posted a freaking picture of herself on my TikTok. I'll private it immediately, which I did. But it's just so funny. It's almost like she's like, gotcha, grandma. Look at how she's posing. Gotcha, grandma. This girl, I cannot. I'm sick of her. Oh, that's right. Pretty sent me something. Gotta love her. Okay. Did you tag me or you sent it as a message? Oh, here it is, right here. Ow. Okay. Look at me. Ow. So cute. I love it. That is going to be my new, it's going to be my new profile picture. Love the little grays. But the, Jasmine, even the picture. Gotcha, grandma. She is the best. Jordy is the best. She's a keeper. She is a keeper. Love her. Thank you so much, Krisha. I love that, love that, love that. All right, guys. I'm going to take some Advil, go to bed. I got a headache. All that damn yelling. I don't know how people live like that. That yelling, that few moments gave me a fucking headache. Okay. But it was a great live. We had a good time. Tomorrow is Jamal's birthday. So Sunday, we're doing a cookout for his birthday party. So maybe Sunday I'll come live and let you guys be a part of his little birthday party. Wish him a little happy birthday and all the goodness, okay? All right. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye. Oh, yes. Hold on. Yes, daughter. Yes. What? What, love? What? What, Jasmine? That's what I said. Sunday is Jamal's birthday. Did I not just say that or no? Well, fuck, whatever. Listen, too many kids. Don't correct me on my page, woman! Terica! Don't you agree with her? Roll them back. No, I probably did. Listen, I was with somebody's heathen kid that's hitting the terrible twos a little too early all day, okay? Got clonked upside the head a few times with a paint. Just kidding. All right, I love you guys. Sunday. Exactly. See, I was talking to my people on the East Coast, Jasmine. Leave me alone. All right, love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.